Welcome back, fam. Coach Nate here. If you've ever woken up feeling stiff, tight, or just not fully awake, this 5-minute full body stretch routine is going to change everything. Most people skip stretching in the morning, but not you. You're here showing up, and that already puts you ahead. In just 5 minutes, we're going to unlock your spine for better movement, loosen up your shoulders and hips, activate your core for stability and balance. But here's a real question. What's the one stretch in this routine that instantly relieves back stiffness? No equipment is needed, just your mat and 5 minutes of movement to feel amazing. Let's hit the mat. We're starting with a powerful spinal flow that blends relaxation with deep activation. Start in child's pose, knees wide, arms stretched forward, forehead resting on the mat. Inhale, then glide forward into cobra stretch, lifting your chest and pressing through your palms. Flow between these two poses for 1 minute, inhaling as you rise into cobra, exhaling as you sink back into child's pose. This dynamic stretch unlocks spinal mobility, stretches the lower back, and activates the core. Perfect for shaking off morning stiffness. But here's the key. Are you making the number one mistake that limits your back flexibility? Well, beginners, stay lower in cobra with elbows slightly bent. Advanced stretches, press fully into your hands to deepen the back bend. Now that the spine is waking up, let's keep the flow going with a classic mobility movement that resets your posture. This is one of the best spinal mobility exercises, but most people do it wrong. Start in a tabletop position with hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Inhale, arch your back, lift your tailbone, and look up into cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin around your back and push through your palms into cat pose. Flow slowly for 1 minute, a sinking movement with breath. This stretch boosts circulation, loosens up the spine, and prepares your body for movement. Let's be careful. What's the one thing that ruins this stretch and makes your back even stiffer? Beginners, keep your movement smaller if your spine feels tight. Advanced stretches deepen the arch in cow and the roundness in cat. The spine is open and the body is moving. Let's unlock the most important full body stretch next. This is the ultimate stretch. But are you making this painful mistake? From tabletop position, tuck your toes, lift your hips toward the sky, creating an inverted V shape. Keep your hands strong, shoulders engaged and core activated. Slowly paddle your heels to wake up the hamstrings and calves. This stretch is going to lengthen the spine, release tension in the shoulders, and wake up the legs. Most people struggle with tight hamstrings here, but what's the simple trick to fix it? Beginners, keep the knees bent slightly. Advanced stretches, if you need more of a challenge, push your heels toward the floor and lift one leg at a time. Now that we've stretched the whole body, let's fire up the core and build spinal stability. This is a secret core activating move that most people underestimate, but it's a game changer. Start in a tabletop position, keeping your core braced. Extend your right arm forward and left leg back, keeping your back flat and stable. Hold for a second at the top, then return to the start. Repeat for 30 seconds on the right side. This move trains balance, core strength, and spinal stability, key for preventing lower back pain and improving posture. What happens if you lose balance? Beginners, keep toes on the ground for extra support. Advanced stretches, if you need more of a challenge, hold the stretch for longer before lowering down. Now let's switch sides and make sure we stay balanced. Now that the right side is fired up, let's even it out on the left. Same as before, but this time extend your left arm forward and right leg back. Hold for a moment, then return to the start. Keep your hips stable, core engaged and back straight. Repeat for 30 seconds. Training both sides prevents imbalances, strengthens the spine and core, and enhances postural control. But what happens if your back starts aching? Beginners, keep a shorter range of motion. Advanced stretches at a crunch. Bring knee to elbow before extending back out. Your spine is awake, your core is engaged. Let's wrap this up with the final deep stretch. But here's the final question. What's the fastest way to keep your flexibility improving daily? Go check out the free gift I have linked in the description and pinned to the comments. Stay strong, flexible, and powerful. I'll see you in the next session. Let's go.